If you guys haven't heard, there's somewhat of a controversy about America possibly putting Rosa Parks or Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill. And I was watching one of these shows. I think Raven Simone's on one of those little shows where the women sit at the panel and they talk about different issues that are going on. And Raven Simone said, she felt like we need to have someone on there, leaning towards Rosa Parks, someone who more or less represents what's going on right now. A lot of people got mad at her, but that's her personal opinion. You can't really, if that's what she feels, then you can't really go against that. Although, some of the things she's done and said in the past have been very questionable. But as I really analyze the whole thing with putting possibly Rosa Parks or Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill, I started to think about my history and think about what's going on right now. And we have a lot of things going on in the world right now, and the same things that Harriet Tubman and Rosa Parks stood for or fought against, like white supremacy, like racism, like black reparations, et cetera, et cetera. The same things that these women fought for or stood for, when you have black Americans like myself who come out and talk about the same things, talk about how there's not a equal playing field, talk about how we still have racism that is directly parallel to white supremacy, and it does affect black Americans here in this country. When we talk about the prison industrial complex, so we talk about how black women are becoming more incarcerated faster than anyone right now. When we bring up those type of things, you always got people coming out saying, well, racism is the thing of the past, or you just got to get over it, or what about black on black crime, a whole bunch of things that are basically deflecting away from the real issues that black Americans deal with, but also just Americans as a whole. And I find it to be funny how the same things that these women stood for, when people talk about those things right now and how slavery and everything that those women stood for and fought against, when we talk about that right now, we're told to shut up or we're dismissed. And putting these women on a $20 bill is not going to change our situation. And I find it to be somewhat of a hypocrisy, considering that America was built off of the blood and backs of black Americans. And we see what's going on in Baltimore and what happened with the Mike Brown incident and Trayvon Martin, et cetera, et cetera. And a lot of this is really to stray us away from that, give the Negroes a little something, so they can be proud of, so to calm everybody down or keep people from thinking about what's really going on out here in the world. And when you look at the people that America decides to honor, it's always the for lack of a better word, the safe Negro. And this is not to dismiss what anybody, any black historical figure, those people that we might not even know about, have done for the progression of black Americans. But America tends to want to honor the let's all get along type of historical figures, those like Dr. King, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, those type of black historians that more or less had, I would say, a peaceful type of demeanor or a peaceful progression. And me personally, I would like to see him, if you're gonna do that, I want to see him put somebody like Malcolm X, on the $20 bill. And we all know that's not gonna happen. But I would like to see him put, maybe a Malcolm X or Angela Davis or Marcus Garvey. But they ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't that damn stupid. They ain't gonna do nothing like that, because guess what? If you put those type of people or members from the Black Panther Party, you're gonna have little white suburban kids start asking questions. Mommy, Daddy, who is this black guy with the afro on my $20 bill on my allowance? So they ain't that stupid. They're not gonna put no revolutionary black historian on a $20 bill. And considering that, we're starting to transgress into part of society where, cash is becoming, not even a thing that we use in society. I mean, pretty much when you go into stores or you're conducting business or you're paying bills or whatever, pretty much nowadays everybody has a debit card. They swipe their debit card in. That's it. A lot of people are not carrying cash nowadays. So these are just things that you have to question about this whole this whole thing that they're trying to do with the $20 bill, and to put one of our historical leaders on an American bill that's basically blood money that was built off of the backs of black Americans, I don't think it's the right thing to do. I think we got bigger fish to fry out here. We need to be concerned about police brutality. We need to be concerned about getting some type of reparations from the powers to be in the government for our ancestors building and constructing this country and the pain and agony and the deaths that we had to experience. And when I say we, I do include those of today, because whether you believe it or not, we all have somebody deep down within our ancestry that was a slave. I have a great grandfather that was a slave. That what was, I'm not gonna get too deep into, but was extremely beat severely to his death. So we all have historical backgrounds and a lot of this stuff that was built and done here in America affects us nowadays. And a lot of people don't understand. They think because we're able to go out and live in certain communities, or we're able to obtain a certain type of income, that racism or white supremacy is a thing of the past. And you got to be neither unintelligent and unwise about what's going on in today's society, or just plain ignorant to your surroundings. But I just wanted to give my 2 cents on this whole thing with $20 bill. We got bigger fish to fry here. The money that they're gonna spend to print up new $20 bills, to put Harriet Tubman and Rosa Parks on there, or to make the feminist movement somewhat feel good. That money can be put back into our communities. We don't need you to put a historical figure or a figure that's already in history books that we hear regurgitated over and over and over. We don't need you to put that on a $20 bill, but then our community is still suffering. There's lack of jobs out here for the black community. You got blacks being thrown into the prison industrial complex day in and day out. We got police brutality out here. We got people out here that's trying to get black folks to not vote, or to put certain things into place where they cannot vote. So, these are things we have to think about, and we really have to understand what exactly is the agenda that they're trying to push. What are they trying to disguise? But, something to think about. You guys give me your feedback if you want. I'm out.